Today we're going to review some amazing minifigs. Let's take a gander. All the custom minifigures that I'm reviewing today are from Engineerio's eBay shop. Make sure you check it out. I've seen it online and I was thoroughly impressed with the vast library that he has. And it's not just a large library of different custom minifigures you can buy. They're all detailed, extremely detailed, and they just have a whole bunch of fantastic customs that LEGO will never do. So make sure you check out the website. I'm going to put a link in the description below. First up is Robot Hulk. This Hulk looks menacing. He looks absolutely terrifying. He's way better than the original minifigure that LEGO produced. Now this Hulk is from Earth 616. He's half robot and I guess all Hulk. But very menacing looking character. If you look at his eyes, he's got that enraged red look. I love the print, and one thing that sometimes it's hard to appreciate is that the print actually goes well beyond the hairpiece. Looks absolutely fantastic. I love all the small detail throughout the torso right here. He has the gray arm on that side and gray hand. I love that. Tattered, really tattered up pants on the bottom here. Great side printing. Actually a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. Little small sliver of silver on the bottom there. So you can see that metal showing through. Oh man, let's flip that around for a second. Let me flip that head. That head looks even more terrifying. Let's take another appreciation for the back. Great overall back, great muscle printing and fine detail there. And there's another look at him. Let me put his head back on. Just great start to these minifigs. This next minifigure is a little bit of an obscure one. His name is Mammo Max. He's a villain from Earth 616. He was recruited from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants led by Exodus. So let's go ahead and open him on up. This character has an extensive amount of custom detail on it. Let's start with the headpiece. This is a custom painted headpiece. I believe this is from Chimera or Chimera, I can't remember how you say it. Custom painted to give it an all gray look to really replicate the true look of Mammo Max. I love how they included this right here. This is just a solid white head and it shows through. The eyes show up really nicely when you do that. So I do like that. Taking a look at the body, another thing to note is to give him that taller height. What he did is he included two peg pieces on the bottom just to give him a little bit more height than your average figure. So I do appreciate that. A lot of detail. If you've ever seen the comic book version of him, he is like ripped, totally jacked, and you see all those ripped lines, all those detailed muscle detail throughout the whole character's torso. Some decent side printing right here. More muscular detail on the back and another side printing right here. Overall great. The only thing I would say is maybe I would have liked to see this character in a big fig, but because he is incorporating it into a smaller minifigure, I think he did exactly what you should do for it. Looks great. Ooh, I'm excited. Udon Taskmaster. Let's open him on up. Come on. I might not be a comic book expert by any means, but I know what I like, and I love the look of this minifigure. This is one of those characters that I had to have from his site. It looks fantastic. I think Taskmaster is a cool character in itself. I just like his overall look. I like what he does. I like his take in how he balances Deadpool. I just like everything about him. Seeing this design, I didn't know anything about it, but this Udon design of Taskmaster, it takes him to the next level, and he did a fantastic job putting it into LEGO form. This character just stands out. It is one of my new favorite custom minifigures that I have, and I have probably like 400 to 500 different custom minifigures, so I absolutely love this one. Let me go through the design with you for this. So let's start off with the head. The custom head piece is the part that sticks out the most. It just looks so solid. It gives a little bit of a modern touch to the Taskmaster look. Kind of gives him more of a tactile look, and it really represents well when it's simplified into LEGO form. It's well balanced. All the whites, the blues, the slight browns. It just is very well balanced on his torso and on his legs. One part that I do know, this little thing on his wrist is supposed to be a shield, like a force field shield that pops out and protects him that he can use. It's made out of energy, I think. It didn't come with an actual shield, but this is just pays homage to it, and I love that about it. Just a little detail that makes all the difference. Great printing on the back, more printing on the side, different side printing for the other arm. I love that. And here's a pistol, which also looks like it has custom printing. Fantastic job on that. And he includes a samurai sword. I cannot gush over this figure enough. I really do like this, and this is one of my new favorites overall. Here we have Spider-Woman. Now, Spider-Woman might not be my favorite character, but the design choices on this character are spot on. I love the overall look to it. The part that, for me, that stands out the most is this plastic cape, and this cape would be perfect for Spider-Man 2099. I love this thing, and I'm probably going to take this thing off and put it on my Spider-Man 2099 figure. Decent overall back printing, a little bit of shadow right there for the muscle detail. And it is included with 2 face prints. Little bit of lines right there, just a little bit more detail that's hard to see on camera, but it is very nice looking. And then I prefer that one because it just gives it that more iconic look. Overall, very decent character. Now, I'm probably going to title this Marvel Superheroes, but we have 2 bonus characters that are from the DC franchise, so please don't shoot me. Let's open up Mutant Leader. There are 2 great standalone movies in the Batman universe called Dark Knight Returns 1 and Dark Knight Returns 2. In fact, the giant mega film Batman vs. Superman stole a lot of the best ideas from those 2 animated films and tried to incorporate it into the mega film. This character right here is from one of those animated features. This is the Mutant Leader. I have to say, this character looks like it's a Lego character. It looks legitimately like this came out of the Lego factory. Very simple design, but everything is perfectly placed, and I totally believe that this is an official figure. You could not prove to me any differently. The other part that's great about this, it includes 2 face prints. You see one right there and one right there. This one's probably my favorite just because it has a little bit more detail. He's included with this lead pipe. You see the great printing on the not the torso, but the belt piece right there, and it also transitions very well into the bottom. And it's very impressive because it's red on the black legs, and it usually doesn't show up all that bright, but it looks great right there. Little bit of side printing. Overall, very impressed with this character, and it looks legit for sure. Bonus character number 2. Now, upon initial look, you might say, wait a minute, hold on, this isn't a custom minifigure. Lego has made the Flash. In fact, they've made several different versions of the Flash. Hold on there for a second, Sparky. I want you to take a look at the detail on this one. The part that makes this one better, and in fact, Engineerio gave me a little bit of education on it. I never noticed it, but I started looking at my figures, and I really started questioning the quality of them. That is the boot print. You will notice that the boot print is solid all around, including the tops, and that is one of the biggest things that you will see is the top of the feet does not match. Normally, like in this case, you would normally see red on the top. Instead, you have a solid boot print, which means these are yellow legs. It looks dual molded. That's how great it looks. It's actually yellow legs with red printed over it, and it seamlessly matches the red torso, which means there had to be a couple extra paint jobs put over this to make it look that good. And I love the fine details right here on the side, just puts it over the top. Same thing with the side print on the arms, just looks really good. I love the overall print design, and same thing with the back. You have the utility belt that goes all the way through onto the front. Looking at the front of the head, great looking head print, but overall great print, and I think a big improvement over the actual Lego official version. Guys, if you liked these figures that I reviewed today, make sure you check out Engineerio's eBay shop. You will not be disappointed with the vast library and fantastic designs that he has on there, so go ahead and check it out. That's what I have for today. Until next time, you can help us take a gander.